Uluru was bursting with tourists 12 months ago. Today, there are very few footprints in the dust.
We've been able to experience a lot of places that would normally be overrun with tourists.
For the last few years we've had, sometimes even 300 people out here in the morning, 200 or 300 people, and now this morning we've got 20. It really is the best time to experience our backyard.
It was the moment traditional owners had waited decades for. The closed sign turned for a final time, 34 years after the park's handback.
1985. Ngana na nyara palonya. Lynda
Wright was one of the rangers managing the final ascent of Uluru, and she was happy to see the closing of that chapter in the park's history.
Now we're spending a lot more time doing maintenance in the park, so of all of our tracks and fences, signs, looking after the flora and fauna in a much better way, making sure that the water tanks and so forth are clean and full, making sure our visitors are safe.
In 2017, when it was announced the climb at Uluru would close, skeptics said visitor numbers would drop, but whether that's the case may never be known because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
In the last 12 months, I haven't had one person come to me and actually say that they're disappointed that the climb is closed.
The closure of the park throughout much of June and July presented residents and rangers with a rare opportunity.
It was great to see animals and plants actually that would normally be trampled on or scared away by the tourists to actually come out. And community members were coming out and exploring parts of the park and the public areas, which they normally wouldn't do, given there were no visitors around.
The closure of the climb also giving tourism operators the opportunity to show off the variety of experiences on offer.
As people become more educated and have that information on hand before they even get here, they read and they listen to the Untitled, the traditional owners, and they think, that's a good call. I don't want to climb that. I want to go and experience it and touch it and walk around it and see it from a different perspective.
Parks Australia says fines for attempting to climb the rock have only been issued once in the past 12 months.
Today also marks 35 years since this land was handed back to its traditional owners, the Untitled. Celebrations will take place at the Mutitulu community inside the National Park this evening, commemorating that historic day in 1985.
Besse Nipper was only a child when her family, Untitled traditional owners, were part of the driving force behind the return of their land.
This is my father and my mother. And this kid here, he's my nephew.
Women from the Mutitulu community have marked the momentous day with artwork and T-shirts celebrating the historic handback, coinciding with the first anniversary of the long-awaited climb closure. Mackay, ABC News, Uluru-Kata Tjuta National Park.